Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome, Unicorn. Welcome, Berg. Welcome. We're playing more Emblem, also known as running through these pillars simulator. It's normally what the sun's up being. Cause I don't know what we're doing today. Cause I forget where we were. It's been a long time. I think the last thing we did was talking to people, which means now. Well, now what? You know what I'm saying? Well, now what do we do? What was the story? Actually, wait, no, I think we haven't gone to the bridge. It's been so long. It's like, yeah, we're totally gonna get to this bridge, guys. 100%. That's what it was. I literally put it in the title. Do remember. It was the bridge. At least I think so. What are the controls? Oh, wait, you know what? Oh, we need to do a quest. I forgot we have this quest.
Here's an idea.
The quest? Yeah. No, I know I'm still in the starting screen. Thank you though. There's a quest. A quest? It's this quest. Yes, okay. Hello. Welcome. So the quest that we need to do. There we go. Right. The quest we need to do is this one. Taking care of business. Because that lets us buy magic bows. Welcome. Yes, exactly. I feel like the joke... See, the joke when I was a wee flag bearer was welcome. I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't think I'm gonna ask any more questions about that one, but yeah. How has your new year been going? Well, I'm going to be honest, I haven't gotten a second to, like, relax. Because I mean, I've had time to, like, not really do anything. Like, I've been playing Fallout, which, by the way, I've entered the part of the Bethesda game experience where I now just run around doing whatever the heck comes up. As I have successfully eradicated the the synth menace. We have destroyed them. Thanks, Brotherhood of Steel. Appreciate you. Lysithia is strong like this, but she is literally very high maintenance. Yes. Literally, I need to buy magic bows. And then she's gonna be like, buy me more magic bows. And I'm like, but I just bought you some. They're already all broken. Yeah, so I feel like I haven't really gotten an opportunity yet to just, like, sit and vibe and melt into my chair. I always stopped after the bald guy fight. What's the bald guy fight? Bald guy? The bald guy. Like, is Kellogg bald? Are they bald? I don't know. There was a few, like, I could go back and try doing a different story path. Which is funny because I was actually trying to do one of the other story paths, but then a quest glitched out and did not allow me to proceed. So I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just fix it with console commands. Last check. Cereal doesn't have hair. Yeah, you know what? You're correct. That's right. There is no hair in Cereal except for the hair I put there. Hope you found it. It should be really long and blonde. You just it's like a never-ending rope or spaghetti. You're just trying to pull it out of the cereal like, how long is this thing? Oh my god. What the? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. They still haven't figured out how to script quests properly? Ouch. Yeah, I feel like it's just a matter of... Like... How would I say this? So Cyberpunk worked for me when it came out. Like, on release, I didn't actually have problems with Cyberpunk. Right? Like, there were no glitches. The one glitch, actually... There was one glitch that was notable. And it was funny, because it didn't really change anything. But someone was driving an invisible car. So they were just kind of floating in nothingness. And then they were sitting and assumedly driving a car. I guess I wouldn't know it was a car because it was invisible. Maybe it was they were riding an invisible person. You know what I mean? So the point that I was going to say was, supposedly that game was broken on release, and there have been several upon several patches, right, that are just like, fix this quest. This quest is now fixed. Fix this part of this quest. This quest and this thing, it's now fixed. The quest? We fixed it. This quest? It is now fixed. The quests, which were previously broken, are now fixed. Hopefully they weren't invisible seatbelts. I don't know! Maybe! It was invisible, so I don't know. So, my point is that, like, I think any amount of, like, quest thing, story, not even story, anything that tells you to go do a task and then do the next task or do the next part of the task, particularly when you have to, like, follow NPCs, it's just like, it just breaks. It just breaks sometimes. You're like, wow, how did that happen? So I don't actually give them too much shit for it. I know in Prey, there was like one quest that was like really broken. I just couldn't do it. Which was sad. Though to be fair, I think there are other games where quests don't break. I don't think I've ever played a broken quest in Dishonored, for example. Which I bring up because it's the same developers as Prey. But they broke a quest in Prey. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You fix it if you find it, basically. Ah. Yeah, this caffeine is not kicked in yet. We are waiting for it to start working. Please! Please start working, please! Please, caffeine, I am dying. I'm dying.
Here's an idea.
Oh, did you all see the cute Pataroo? Oh, what the fuck? That was drawn by Unicorn. It is very cute. I appreciate it very much. It's unfortunate because I was like in the middle of drawing the box. I was in the middle of drawing my box. And also the box. And then I also, around the same time, got sent the Pataroo. And I was like, oh man, but I already have a thing. I'm gonna post. Oh no. I was trying to find a good opportunity to post it. I guess also because I was literally gone for a week. So there's that. It's awesome. I love it. I love, sorry, I should say it's awesome. I love it. The Pataroo. It's very cute. It's on the community tab if you have not seen it. But I love taking a break and then spending that time to go talk to a bunch of people and hang out with them, and then I'm like, wow, I'm just more tired than when I left. How about that? That's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey.
My friend was actually saying how he had a bed rot day, and I'm like, yo, that sounds so good. I want to bed rot. Bed rot gaming. You recommended against it though. Did not recommend bed rotting.
Hey there.
But it sounds so good. And then now I can't rot in bed because I have projects to do. It's like a cycle. It's a cycle that just keeps going. Keeps going, and you keep having to do new things. What a miserable existence.
Hello there.
I can't believe I'm still a butler. Maybe I should go do the quest.
Maybe.
Is there anything to do with my action points? Are these guys just stuck? I'm not moving. Oh, wait. I don't know why I was panicking that there was a tree there. Are they moving? Wait, where did the Pegasus rider go? Ah, they finally started moving. I was so confused. Did I do this? I did. Okay. And then maybe food? Food makes sense. Nope, food does not make sense. I mean, it's like we could sauna, but there's like no one needs anything. Someone needed something. Oh, it's who is it? It's our archer, Petra. Was instead of being a sniper, Petra was gonna be a horse person. Has Byleth gotten this training? Ah, I should check. My flying training. Well, we don't need the flying training anymore because we're already Wyvern Rider. Maybe we keep working on it so that we can get the Dragoon thing. Or not Dragoon thing, whatever it's called. The Dragon Knight thing, but the better one. Do you think I'm gonna pass out? Nice. Let's go. I was concerned for a second. I'm tired and you also sound sleepy. That's because I am.
Professor?
It's because I am tired. I'm tired. You wanna know what else I'm tired of? I'm tired of trying to make Abzan work. And then Flaris talks about MTG for the next 30 minutes. Oh, man. I swear every time I try to make an Abzan deck, I'm just like...
Hey!
Why does the deck just lose to, like, any interaction?
Professor.
What the fuck is wrong with all of these cards? I'm going to cast this 6-mana card. And then have it get immediately removed. Or counterspelled. Or something. Like, Hey
there.
Why would I ever try to play any kind of proactive threat that does not immediately deal 120 damage? What are people? Fucking crazy? Like, that's insane. Also, me pass out from too much heat? Absolutely. That's not very nice. I have the stamina bar just like anyone else. I have stamina. Training. I need to have to do training. I appear to have already done my training. Okay. So let's end the free time. Is Catherine doing anything? She's just a sword master, right? We're not doing anything funny with her. Okay. We'll just continue working on these weapon skills that probably don't matter. Lynn is going to be just a bishop. So Lynn is already a bishop and will stay a bishop. She joined too late for it to be realistic to change what she does. That's fair. Well, you can't, like, drastically change it. We could have maybe gotten her to do brawler stuff, but... You know, that's not really great. Or I guess we already have a brawler, I should say. So it's not, like, funny. Weapon skill matters for Ferdinand. He can get, like, 3 extra avoid. Oh, does the weapon mastery just give them more avoid? I guess it does, right? You need riding. Because we need to put you on a horse. Damn. Damn. Petra just perfected like 5 times in a row. She must be really enthusiastic to learn riding from me. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I guess I'm a good teacher. I make the topic exciting. Okay, and I think Setath was supposed to be one of our, like, reserve units. Like, when we are inevitably forced to use, like, a 12th unit, we will have Setath. He's, like, level 27. That's, like, low, right?
This'll be you.
Why does she need lances? Is that part of the Bow Knight requirements? Is lances?
Professor?
Oh, whose birthday is it? Constance. So, do nothing, you say? It is quite funny how Catherine is good at brawling, but comes with a super accessible brave sword, so there's no real reason for her to use brawling.
I am having a
It's my birthday real soon. Oh, true. Is it... I was gonna say, is it gonna appear on like Monday? That'd be very funny. Or tomorrow. That'd be even funnier. Ah. Quest time. Taking care of business. Oh yeah, and we need to do taking care of business. Right? So we have to do this. So that we can go back to the monastery and actually buy stuff. We're gonna buy like 7 billion magic bows. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be sick. Or do they sell magic bows or do they sell arcane crystals? I don't remember. Or both. They sell crystals. Okay. It's good, probably. Okay. It has been a while since I've played this video game. What are we doing? It's a lot of Swordmasters. Okay. Preparations? Who needs them? Who needs preparations?
My orders?
Because I don't need them.
Ready for anything. I'm awake.
More fighting. I do this for all of us.
Oh,
Sunshine.
wait, you know what?
I needed that.
We can reduce the chance that Ferdinand dies by maybe killing one of these things. Nice!
Follow your
Hey!
example.
First attack back and we're already critting them to death. Good job,
Let's make
Bernadetta.
this quick.
I'm so proud of you.
I will prevail.
Hey, how about you? You crit somebody, please? Okay, well... Our percent to hit was very low, assumedly.
Not so fast.
Damn, rolling all these crits. That's crazy.
Not so fast.
Oh no! Okay, she's fine.
Let's.
Wait, was that an assassinate proc? Or a lethality proc? That's sick. No proc. Oh, I should probably check who needs XP, because this map is level 28. Everybody's just like level 35. Very funny. Can Dorothea land a crit? That is the question today. The answer is no. And then she missed. Wait! She's alive! Fantastic. Get him! Get him!
I'll crush them all.
Leonie! Assassinate! Get him! Get!
What's my strategy?
It's like, I feel like this guy over here is just going to kill whoever they attack. Maybe if I do this. Okay, well, I was not expecting her to crit. But that's very cool. Nice. I didn't do any preparations, and all my weapons are broken. What are these rolls, dude? What is happening? What the fuck? I think I've rolled more crits than I ever have in, like, this entire playthrough. What the fuck? Oh no, we're dying. Oh my goodness. 25% to hit Gambit, let's go. Ah. Sad. Hopefully Constance can take like one attack. Nice, let's go. We cooking or cooking? I think we're cooked. Or, sorry, I guess we cooked them. We are the cook. Because we have crit like 70 times. What is happening? It's like a 14%. What the fuck? How many times are we gonna crit on this completely unnecessary map to get crits? I'm just rolling crits all day. Nat 20s all day. Who gives a shit?
I shouldn't strain myself.
What the fuck? Okay. Recently played Tactical Breach Wizards. I got that recommended to me. Well, and when I say recommended, I mean like on your, like on my store page. Into the Breach. Is Into the Breach also a tactical RPG? I've never heard of that game. It's very good. Really embodied the puzzle game aspect of these games. Oh, like it was less RPG focused and more like
As you wish.
people have actions they can take and you need to take like a specific series of actions in order to actually do things. One scene has one of, if not the best integrations of gameplay and UI with the story I've ever seen. It's interesting. How long was it? It's like I'm tempted to ask about what the thing is, just straight up.
An Ambitious plan.
Because I don't know if I play. Or maybe I should play. I don't know. Thinking is very difficult when you're dying. It's like 15 hours if you do some of the side stuff. That's actually not that bad at all. Considering I spent like 20 hours in Fallout like it was nothing. I don't know why I thought there was a bridge here. Maybe because of the enemy cast indicator.
Thank you.
Probably closer to 20 if you do it all.
I must.
Oh man, come on. Come on.
Watching.
Just lose. Why are you holding on or clinging to life? Just perish. Okay, I was gonna say if Bernadetta crit again on a 14% for literally no reason, I was gonna start questioning things.
Guess that was.
Like my sanity. As if I am not already in a constant state of doing that.
Another.
Okay. Ugh. We can finally do it. We don't need to be scared of things. Okay, now the question is, do we even do these grinding maps or not? I feel like we don't have to. Right, like we can just move on. We can just go to the next combat. Can't access the calendar from here. Whew. Yeah, this is suggested level 31. Like, I'm pretty sure we could just go do the thing. And we'll probably be fine. Waste 2 activity points. Yes. Into the Breach is a tactical roguelike. All enemy actions are clear the turn before it happens, so it's all about making enemies hit the air or each other. Interesting. Sorry, I feel like I feel like I was or saw something that was like Into the Breach recently. It was another, I guess, roguelike tactical game. And it's interesting because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's such a neat concept. I don't know why I wouldn't have thought to do this like earlier. But when did this game come out? So it looks like it could be a little older. 2018. Wow, yeah. This has been around.
There is always.
You don't really need the levels or skill XP. There's no real need to do grinding maps. Or money, I guess. But who would ever be lacking money in this game? Focus on bow skill. Focus on reason and skill. Reason and faith skills. No. Welcome, Panda. Yes, we are going to be repairing our magic bows. Finally! Finally. I guess we could be running out of gold, potentially. Because of, imagine using Grimory Lysithea. Yeah.
I'll try to.
Don't think we're ever gonna do that.
I work
Beep,
to
beep, beep.
grow.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Explore.
Professor. Right.
I mean, I guess I'm a little concerned that once we get to the end of the game, that we will be ill-prepared for whatever the final boss is. Of which I do not know what the final boss is. So, I don't know. Just overgrind. Like, Setath is level 28. That actually would have been a reason to do this.
Will this one
But, alright, let's buy all of the possible... Let's 69! Yes!
It's all yours. Take it.
Let's do it.
Tell your friends.
Welcome.
Now we can sell. I can't wait to look at my inventory and be like, wait, I can't actually sell anything. Oh god.
This one? Thank you.
Kind of just want to clear out all the shit that I'm not using. Like 3 iron swords? Like what am I gonna make these
This
into?
one?
Killer edges? I know they're broken. The 11 sword, probably gonna use that. The iron sword with 39 durability, it's like, what if I just got rid of these?
This one?
And I didn't have to look at them anymore. Silver sword, probably. Armor slayer? Maybe. This thing. What's the crit rate on a killing edge? 25? Is it worth it to have 15 more crit rate to take 5 damage? Seems kind of good. We're so back. It's so over. We're so back. Welcome, Sable. Thank you for the head pat. That sword is actually pretty good. Yeah, it seems like it is. Well, I was gonna clear out my inventory and then I feel like I got immediately distracted.
Thank you. This one? Thank this one? Thank
It's
this
like, I
one?
just don't want to look at
Thank
these
you.
things with low durability.
This one?
I don't know what's in these
Thank
rusted
this
axes,
one?
but I will
Thank
never
you.
know because they're sold. I have like 7 billion broken bows. I'm
This
not
one?
gonna repair these steel bows
Thank you.
because why would I do that?
This one? This one?
I just don't want to look at them.
This one?
You know what I'm saying?
This one?
Like, I could just buy another training bow.
Thank you.
Why would I want to repair it?
This one?
Because it's more gold
Thank you.
efficient? Then I buy another training bow, and then the training bow stays
This
in
one?
the thing,
Thank you.
and then I don't use it, and then it breaks, and then I have like 5 broken training bows.
This one? Thank
You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get rid of this shit. Like, why do I
This
have 2
one?
leather shields? What is this?
Thank you. This one?
What are these 2
Thank
iron
you.
shields
This
do?
one? This one? Thank this one?
What are these hexlock shields?
Thank you.
I don't fucking know. What is one concoction gonna do?
This one? Thank you. This one?
Sold the legendary
Thank you.
axe? Oh, like one of the rusted ones? That's probably a legendary
This one?
axe.
Thank you. This one?
Could you imagine
Thank
this
you.
merchant, like, going over to get the rusty axe appraised, and it's like, this is a legendary artifact for blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh. Sweet. Let's go. It was hot Claire. It said so in the description. Well, it's gone now.
This one?
It's gone forever.
Thank you.
Who even needs it?
This one?
Does it look
Thank
like
you.
my
This
Byleth
one?
needs a hot Claire?
Thank you.
Or hot Slurry? Hot celery?
This one? Thank you.
Does it look like I have time for that? Why do I have training lances? Why do I have like 3
This
of
one?
them? What is
Thank-
happening?
This one? Thank you.
Why do I have so many of these things?
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you.
It's like, am I using these seals?
This one?
Probably not, right?
Thank you. This one?
Probably not doing these either.
Thank you.
We might need that.
This one? Thank you.
Do I care about vulneries? I don't know.
Please come again.
Everyone sleeps on ugly Claire, but she's really nice. You're lost. It's a pretty sweet axe. 19 might, 80 hit, and 10 crit. That seems like a good axe.
Hey there.
Well, I sold it and I can't buy it back, so...
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
$16 smithing stones? What the fuck? Excuse me? You're right, 1 gold is actually more valuable. Well, I explained how it wasn't about the gold, right? It wasn't about the gold. It was about clearing the space in my inventory so I didn't have to look at it. Because I keep needing to scroll past like 7 bajillion item entries that I don't know when I'm ever going to use them. And then I'm just like, why do I have all this shit?
There you go.
I don't look at this. I doubt you had 10 mithril.
Come back anytime.
What do you mean? I've been feeding cats. Of course I have 10 mithril. Go ahead, check. Storehouse. I have 15 mithril. So I could have repaired it. An empty inventory slot is more valuable. That's still not correct. It's not an empty inventory slot. It is the cognitive load that you are removing from needing to look at the rusted weapon and whether or not you are going to repair it or forge it. Or you're going to fix it or something.
Come back anytime.
Or the thought of needing to even repair it in the first place.
Please come again.
Unarmed combat mindset? I'm just saying that, like, you know, why does it matter?
This one, yes?
You can just, like, you could just not be concerned about, like, whether or not you use this weapon.
Return soon, please.
The load would also be removed once it's repaired.
Hey there.
Well, no, then I have to, like, repair it. Am I going to use it this combat? Like, do I use it on my Byleth now or later? Right? Am I going to have enough mithril? Well, if I get attached to the axe, then I'm like, oh, well, now I need to go feed cats and then get enough mithril to actually use this thing. That's literally every weapon? Yeah, but I already have weapons that are equipped. That I don't have to be concerned about whether I have mithril or don't have mithril. What are you talking about?
Is this it? There you go.
What about all of the other rusted weapons that could use the mithril? I could get another bow or another weapon that requires mithril, and then I'll want to use it on that, but then I'm probably going to sell it before I use it. You're so right. You should also just not use the Vajra. It's just adding cognitive load for no reason. Well, the thing is, it's already equipped to Ferdinand. Right? See, that's the key difference, is that it is equipped to Ferdinand. And I have, like, a contextual reason why I will be reminded of its existence and why I need to take care of it. Because it's, like, right there. And I'm going to see that it's broken when I go into the next combat and then be like, ah, shit. Now I need to repair it. The sword version sucks. Artia, the bow is also mid. The lance is okay because it's 1 to 2 range. Oh, that's kind of cool. 1 to 2 range lance. Hey, remember that thing we said about not having gold? Because I don't have any gold. Maybe if I sold another rusted weapon, I'll have enough gold. Maybe if I sold all of these vulneraries, I would have enough gold. Oh, I probably don't need these, right?
Thank you.
Or this one.
Thank you.
Or this one.
Thank you.
Or this one.
Thank you. This one? 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 Thank this one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. Please come again.
Magic bow was a mistake? Why was magic bow a mistake?
Hey there.
Please elaborate. Can you explain to me why magic bow was a mistake?
Is this it? There you go.
And actually upgrade all the arcane
Is
weapons
this it?
now.
There you go.
It's very impressive. Wait, why can't I repair the killer weapons? Oh, because I have no gold. That's crazy. Maybe I should sell more weapons. Oh, shit. Have you ever watched a goldfish go around a ball? Have you ever just, like, seen a goldfish and then, like, it looks at you and then it spins around and then it looks at you again? I know that, like, it is not, like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, a myth or something. I don't know. I don't know what their qualifiers were for determining the statement goldfish memory. However, if the market, I was gonna say supermarket, if the market in this game was a fishbowl and I was a goldfish, I was definitely spinning around a little bit.
Right.
Sounds like it's time to fish or something. We are not fishing. I did want to get to the next chapter. That's part of why I was trying to expedite all of this, but yeah. Unironically, yes, magic weapons as easily accessible options makes magic as a type of attack less special and gives an advantage to more physically inclined units that they really need. Yeah, it's interesting because I thought, oh, like the cool thing about magic weapons is that you can combine weapon. No, that was magic weapon arts. So magic weapon arts are cool because you can combine a magic weapon art with like a killer edge, and then you give your magic weapon art high crit chance, which is sort of what we're supposed to be doing on Dorothea, but she sucks. So with the same thing the other way around, right? Magic bow is cool because you can combine it with Hunter's Volley, and that's like a cool synergy that you can discover and be like, wow, that's really cool. Goldfish memory comes from a lady named Liz whose goldfish, Tim, never remembered their anniversary. Very sad. I can't tell if you're serious.
Okay.
Is that, like, real? Chad, is this real? Like, what does it mean that the goldfish never remembered their anniversary? What? But yeah, I think in this game, magic just didn't really have a niche. It was like... It's just like, okay, well, mages use magic attacks. And then they eventually get outscaled by the range you get from Hunter's Volley.
Hey.
It's especially bad in Echoes where the Levin sword sets your attack to 25, making you very strong in the early game. Hit on enemies, pitiful resistances, don't even need a magic stat to use it. Damn. Edelgard Lightning Axe build? I don't know if I understand. Lightning Axe is range 1 to 2, right? And then you just zap people at range 1 to 2? Or does Edelgard use a particular weapon art with it? Oh, Lightning Axe is a combat art. I keep thinking of Bolt Axe and Lightning Axe. Like, why are they named the same thing? Because it confuses me, and I really feel like they needed to not name it the same thing. I think they should have gone with something like Thunder Axe. And then I could be even more confused. If I did, like... Well, what if we had Edelgard, who has the passive Thunder Axe, equip a Bolt Axe, and then use the weapon art Lightning Axe? Then we would have, like, triple the... triple axes. The Edelgard Triple Axe Show. Not to be confused with the Edelgard Triple X Show. That's a little different. That's slightly different. Just a little bit. Also, I felt like the downside of magic weapons was supposed to be that they, like, are heavyweight. So you can't just, like, double with them very easily. Should put this stuff away. Can I... Really? There we go. Much better. Lightning Axe uses magic, then it gets boosted by resistance. Edelgard's personal skill increases resistance by 4 for more damage.
Professor.
Sure. Do you think there are people who actually notice that Edelgard's passive gives resistance? And therefore, Lightning Axe is a little bit better on her? Like, outside of people who are, like... I was gonna say sweaty tryhards, but, you know... Because remember how we talked about, like, someone who just doesn't interact with the skills in this game? Right? Because the skills get auto-equipped, right? Like, the abilities. Do you think there's someone who just, like, hasn't applied any, like, new abilities? And they're like, wow, why does my character suck? The only magic weapon that gets a pass in my book is Levin Sword because it's iconic. And usually the only way for sword users to access 1 to 2 range. And even then I only like it when it's limited use. Yeah, I don't... Interestingly, I don't know about, like, limited use anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't actually feel like the scarcity is that important. Except for literally Magic Bow by Cynthia. It matters a little bit on her. You know, if we could be using Hunter's Volley and whatever all the time, like... I don't know. It's like, it depends if people like having to deal with the macro stuff. Which, I just want to be completely clear. Whenever I play an RPG... I am never the person who takes notes. Like, I do not like taking notes. I don't give a shit about the loot we get at the end of the dungeon. Like, it's like, oh, you got, like, 2 gold rings. It's like, great. I hope someone wrote that down.
Hey there.
And it's not that I don't care about the loot. It's that, like, it's so finicky. It's, like, so finicky to keep track of, well, oh, you got, like, 2.5 carrots. Like, great. You got 0.725 of a sniff of farts. Like, thank you. I don't know. This is clearly a hyperbole, but I just don't like having to do macro management stuff. It's just annoying to me. Like, man, I just don't care. Some of us like math. Nah, there's no way. People actually liking math? There's no way. Fire Emblem 3 Houses has durability, but absolutely no scarcity. Yes. Except for magic bows. It's like, if you make the scarcity actually matter, right? Then I don't know. Do you mean micromanagement? I guess, like, the way that I split micro and macro is, like, macro is the overarching structures that don't pertain to, like, the small game actions. So, like, in StarCraft, macro management is, like, whether your drones are collecting minerals or Vespene gas. And then micromanagement is, like, having my 2 squads of Marines tight around Zerglings. Right? So I put, like, needing to track the amount of things that you have as macro. Like, that is the macro of the RPG, because it's all the overarching structures relating to your resources. However, to be fair, it's like a made-up word. I think macro management is literally like a made-up word that I invented like 5 years ago. In my head, and then I have not stopped using it since. People like durability because it makes them look smart. A lot of people complain about no durability in Engage. I would have split it differently, but I don't have the dev language, really. This is not from dev experience. It's literally just like there is a concept in my head, right? Like the concept is that there's all of the things of, like, how long it takes to produce a building in StarCraft. Like, this thought generated from StarCraft. Right? It was like the amount of time it takes to make a building, or the fact that you are planning to make a building at all, or that there is a building running in the background, or that there's, like, research running in the background or relating to, yeah, gathering resources and stuff. It's like, I'm not really managing that. Whereas the micro is, like, all of the tiny things that you need to do. Involving, like, moment-to-moment gameplay. At least that's how I split it. Or, like, micromanaging in the sense of, like, I need to keep track of every single task another person is doing. Like, that's micromanaging. Where I don't really associate that with, I guess, like, recording stuff. But yeah, it's like, obviously I said that's in hyperbole. It's just that I don't like needing to write stuff down and keep track of it. Because then it's like, oh, who wrote it down this time? Did that person write it down? Is this the person that wrote it down? Who wrote it down? Where is it? Is it recording your inventory? Oh, it's not recording your inventory. Actually, we opened up a notepad that actually had the things on it this time. But what about the pack mule that was carrying all of the stuff? Okay, but did we put it over there? And it's like, ah, man. It's just so annoying. But if there's someone else who does it, it's like, great. I mean, you know, that's good. I think that's a good thing. I just, like, I don't have to repair my magic bows every time, man. I don't want to do it. Don't make me do it. It's just annoying. I was gonna say, there's no scarcity, me with, like, 100 gold. I literally have no gold and can't repair all of my weapons. Oh, man. Oh, my God. The engravings in Engage are hilarious because only 3 of them are alright and one of them is locked to endgame. Yeah, macro and Fire Emblem might be like, do you do lectures? But micro is, do you assign individual skill focuses to teach students? Yeah, I think macro would be like, do you choose, like, lectures? Yeah, I guess that's what you mean when you say, do you do lectures? It's like, do you do a lecture, or do you explore, or do you do this other thing? Like, it's a bigger system decision. But then all the stuff you do within that bigger decision is the micro stuff. Or even more just, like, within a system, so you are in a battle or a combat, so, like, what are the minutiae of decisions you have to make? Those all the micro. Okay. I don't know why people cared about whether there's durability or not. Like, because the way that I see it, I mean, I guess this is just my cynical, more dev-mindedness, right? Is like, how do I say it? There should be a reason why you're choosing what weapon you are attacking with. You know what I mean? If the reason is, well, this is just the best thing that I can do all the time, well, I think that's a little less interesting. Which means that there needs to be an opportunity cost between what weapon you're using and whether or not it's good. Like, I actually think brave weapons are really cool. Because the opportunity cost is that your retaliation phase is fucking terrible. Like, it's really bad. Which promotes a particular kind of gameplay, and then if you play that way, it's pretty good. Right? But that's like the opportunity cost. It's that, like, you need to play the game in a particular way for your brave weapons to be good. Because if you don't full clear an enemy camp with your brave weapons, your retaliation phase is going to be really bad. Like, that's totally fine. There's no problem with that. But if it's like, well, I'm just going to make a rapier with plus 40 evasion because that's always the best thing to put on my main character, it's kind of like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what is your trade-off for using one thing over the other? And in this game, they were like, oh, the trade-off is durability. And it's like, no, the trade-off is not durability, because you just have, like, 70 magic bows, and what the fuck's the point? You know what I mean? Rios is kind of the worst of both worlds. You need to do the small stuff every time, but get none of the benefits of, do you want to use your strong weapon for this enemy? Yeah, it just feels like you have the best option, and then also you need to maintain everything. It's like, why? My macro in Fire Emblem is just overwhelming power. You know nothing too fancy. Barely 30 levels about the enemy. Oh, above, I'm guessing the enemy. Nothing too high. Still want to enjoy the game. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, the rest option is actually good. Just Giga Depressed. I have to repair the sword of the creator. You know what's really funny about that? I think the best example of, like, a real opportunity cost is whether you rest to repair the sword of the creator. That is actually, like, an opportunity cost that is very real and you can choose to do. But it's terrible because you would never do that. It's simply better to just level your students every time. It's so bad. Cecilia's engraving is too good. What does it do again? What does Cecilia's engraving do? I also don't know what the silver weapon debuff is from Fates. Are knives strong for no reason? Were they? I felt like knives have the problem where if they have any defense, you just can't hit them. Right? And also, it can only be used on Wolf Knights and Thieves, right? You leave the weapon debuffs and fates where they belong? What even were they? I don't even know what they were. Repairing it with materials is stupidly cheap. Yes, this is for 3 houses. But my epic destiny weapon thing? I don't know what that is. What's that? Oh, the Sword of the Creator. I got it. I put it together. I remember what we were talking about. I swear, I can hold more than one thought in my head at a time. Oh, I said Cecilia. Wait, what is her name? Is it Celica? It's Celica, right? Sorry, we just lost a green woman. So I'm desperately clinging to the other green woman. Oh man. The silver weapon debuff was -2 strength, -2 magic skill for combat. Was that permanent? That wasn't permanent, right? Was it? Was it? It was only for the map, right? Green woman? Are you talking about Fauna? Yes. I have not watched the Faunwell. But I feel like I should. It is not permanent, but it's stacked. Ah. It recovered over turns? Ooh. Honor. Yeah, it is a shame, I think. Because this is just my gathering of the situation. And also, I think I got recommended a video where Anna was talking about how she just wants to be a yapper. And it's like, yeah, I mean, yappers are good. Right? Like, for example, who do I listen to yap? I mean, I listen to Gigi yap. And then, I certainly, she also does other, like, larger projects. Like Coughing Baby. But I don't know. I don't care as much for that stuff. I just want parasocial yapping. Everything else is whatever. Which is why Silver and Brave sucked. Oh wait, Brave also gave you a debuff? Really? Also, wait, hold on a second. So you're saying that when you use it, you get a debuff. But then it recovered over... So, how long did it take for the debuff to wear off? Like a couple turns? That doesn't even seem that bad. Half strength until your next turn. That's very interesting. That's really interesting. Because what that reads like to me is that it just has a cooldown. Why don't they just put a cooldown? As many as you use it for silver? Wait, what do you mean? I thought you said it's stacked. So you get -2 when you attack with a silver weapon. But then is it just gone, like, the turn... Like, 3 kills, 3 turns? Oh, so if you kill one thing with a silver weapon, it gives it to you for 1 turn. And then if you kill something with a silver weapon again, like let's say you switch back to an iron weapon, and then you kill a bunch of things, and you kill something with a silver weapon, then you get it for 2 turns? Is that how that works? Brave Lance, Brave Sword, Brave Axe just debuffed your defense and resistance by 4. I think I like the idea of having weapons that go on cooldown. I mean, that's basically just the Emblem system from Fire Emblem Engage. But it's like, well, what if Brave weapons just, like, went on cooldown? Would people be really mad that their Brave weapon went on cooldown? Part of the issue with Brave weapons was that the difficulty in Fates was overwhelming forces of weak enemies. So actually clearing out enemies and not enemy phasing was difficult. Yeah, that's fair. So you can't really afford to debuff yourself if you're gonna get, you know, destroyed by a bunch of units next turn. I like intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts are great. Every time I need to stop myself before saying getting railed by a bunch of enemy units. My brain is broken, I swear. But yeah, so the turn debuff thing is actually a little more severe than you would initially think because it, like, you know, because your enemy phase is really bad. Especially if you're playing Birthright, God Almighty. Oh, then it was just a lot of guys, old duders. Conquest Brave weapons were A rank. Weapon rank took forever to level. Oh. Brave weapons needed high weapon mastery like A. So debuff was something unnecessary since only a few classes can reach it. That's interesting. I mean... The thing is, the precedent is that silver weapons give you a debuff, right? So less than... Like, not really... how would you say? You can't just circumvent the thing, right? Once you get a high enough mastery. Because then the dominant strategy becomes grinding. Right? That's my issue. That's like, oh, well, if I just need to get to Brave weapons so that I don't get fucked over by the the downside of silver weapons, then, then I'm just gonna grind to get the Brave weapons. Right? I think the problem is the system itself. Right? I don't know. Maybe that's just something that I think about normally, when it's like, usually, if you're like, oh, well, this thing is balanced because it's, like, later. Or, like, it is locked behind an economy system of leveling up. And it's like, yeah, I mean, people are gonna get there. Like, it's not... I don't think you can ever really justify it like that. Usually. Usually you can't just do that. Because people will get there, or they'll find a way to get there faster. They're like, haha, look at me. I'm not going to go on a rant for the next 70 minutes about grinding in video games. But yeah, it's like all of those things can do all of that stuff, right? All of these things can still exist, and all the grinding and all that stuff can still exist. It's just that the system itself should be balanced. You know what I mean? Shout out to maids and butlers having S-rank staves for a one-use revival staff in Chapter 26. The final map is Chapter 27. Is that all it's used for? It's kind of funny. They never even use it. I'm assuming that the silver weapons. If you make the part of the game where you do have access to it commensurately difficult to account for it, it's a functional way to balance it. Issue there is you'll likely never feel stronger. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, how do you make someone feel stronger, right? And again, my understanding is that, like, you know, you could make someone feel stronger by just having an overwhelming amount of stats. right? But, like, stats are very arbitrary, right? So it's like, if I tell you, like, how should I say this? Stats are an economy, right? Like, skills and experience and grinding and all that stuff is an economy. The actual value of an experience system is that it is a granular economy that a player can trade in order to tackle the next things in the game, right? This, first of all, this is why milestone is always better in tabletop RPGs, because the DM has, like, superior control over what you are going to be fighting, so, and can change it, like, at any time, which means that you don't need to rely on a skill, like, not skill, I keep saying skill. You do not need to rely on an experience economy to compensate for the inaccuracies that a game has with difficulty, right? Experience systems are usually a way to compensate for someone who needs more or less experience. So if there is someone who is having difficulty with a boss, they can just level up 2 more times, and then maybe it's a little bit easier. Because the critical threshold of the fact that they need 10 turns to kill the boss, and then they have like 5 more strength, means that they can kill the boss on they can kill the boss on turn 10. Right? But the thing is, you could also change your strategy and kill the boss on turn 5. But some people can't do that because they either don't know how to figure it out or they can't execute it. Which is what experience is for. It compensates for that. Like, the other thing it does is it also gives you a track to make you feel like you're getting stronger, right? And also so that you don't have all of your abilities at the very, very start of the game, right? And then you can think about what is the actual rate at which I should be giving those things out. But the thing is, like, experience curves are usually just like, they're just balanced. Theoretically, if you don't have to grind or not grind, it'll just like kind of work if you've balanced it. I don't even know why I got on this tangent, now that I think about it. But where did this even come from, now that I think about it? I got a little too lost in the sauce. Oh, it was, how difficult is the game going to be? I think. Just make it balanced forehead. Oh, that's what it was. It was, okay, so just compensate the difficulty. Oh, it was how do players feel more powerful, and then I talked about, like, well, you could just increase the stats. So this was the other half of it. So, right? The thing that I think is going to make a player feel more powerful is you give them an action that they did not have access to before. That changes how they interact with the game. Right? So if I'm playing a stealth build in Cyberpunk, right, then, like, I can feel pretty powerful interacting with the stealth gameplay loop. Right? So you could say, well, if your stealth score is high enough, then you simply cannot be seen because you have, like, your enemies are 0% to see you because you have grinded to level 99. And therefore, they will never be able to see you, right? The other way that you can make a player feel more powerful is you give them a high cooldown active camo that they can use to make it through situations that they could not normally make it through, so that they can position themselves better. So then the way that you would organize a stealth encounter at the late game is that you put 3 lads all kind of staring down one corridor. I mean, this is very simplified because you probably wouldn't do it this way anyways, right? Staring down this one corridor, and probably the way that you can make it through is by using your active camo and then, like, very quickly making your way through the hallway so that you can get to the other side. It's like, that feels powerful because you thought about it and then you used a verb, right? You used an action that was given to you that made you feel smart about using the action, right? I don't feel very smart when I am clearly visible and I'm crouched in front of a Skyrim NPC and they can't see me. Just because, like, what? My stealth score is too high? That they can't see me literally crouching, like, right in front of them? It just, like, seems stupid. Like, it breaks the verisimilitude. which is why people like feel better about having an action that they can activate contextually when appropriate to make themselves feel smart. So this all wraps around, by the way, to like how do you balance silver and brave weapons, right? The unfortunate thing is that they presented an opportunity cost that was too much based on the context of the game. So the game requires you to beat a whole bunch of little duders, which means that you will never want to use a silver weapon because you're going to debuff your character to shit. I'm actually really surprised. Like, what did they think was going to happen? Right? Like, genuinely, if you put 50 enemies on a map, what do you think is going to happen? Like, dog, your silver weapon is good. Excuse me, is going to give you -6 for 7 turns. Like, you know what I mean? Which, that's where this thought originated from, of like, well, what if we have a cooldown, right? So you have this weapon, and then what it does is that, like, it's in its, like, own specific slot, right? So you have 2 weapon slots. You can always use the second weapon. And then, like, when the second weapon is on cooldown, you use your default weapon. Which is like an iron sword or something. But then you have your super special brave weapon that you can use, and it goes on cooldown for 2 turns. So it doesn't screw over your enemy phase. But, you know, you probably don't want to use your brave sword on, like, a 10 HP guy that's just going to die anyways. Because if you do that, then you won't be able to kill the 50 HP guy who's barreling down at you and is going to kill your entire party. Right? So you actually need to think about it and use the special weapon when it is appropriate, and then you'll feel smart about it, because you solved the problem. By using the verb when it is contextually appropriate. Right? It has nothing to do with stats. I want to advance the chapter. Shops himself broke. Yaps about game by new show for an hour. Oh yeah, I don't know. I just get really passionate when I think about stats. Because I hate stats. Right? The frustrating thing about having to balance game stats ever at any point in time, right, is the fact that you need to not fuck up the stats so that everything else can work, right? But people focus really hard on having like 99 strength when it is like the least important thing. It's like, guys, we made the stats so things would work, not the other way around. You're going to have like 70 evasion by like for late game Heismay, and it's just gonna work. Okay? Don't think about it too hard. Isn't that real though? If you crouch, nobody can see you. Guys, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. Yep. Oh man. Hey, that is the one thing I like about the equipment system in Echoes, even though overall it's bad. The main thing you get from weapons isn't stats, it's abilities. Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, that's a lot of the problem with something like Three Houses, right? Where it's like, well, what's the difference between a magic bow and a caster? And I think we've seen outside of the opportunity cost of needing to deal with the durability of a magic bow, right? It's that, like, yeah, Lysithea as a sniper is extremely strong. Like, it's not even close. You know what I mean? Like, she does so much damage, it's insane. I was like, what's the downside? I don't know. Nothing. You unlock magic bows in chapter 19. Whatever chapter we're in. So. It's actually why I like gambits a lot, just for the record. Because gambits are like a very powerful form of CC that have a resource that is rechargeable. So they assume if you bring 10 people into the map, and then on average they have 2 Gambit activations, then you have 20 activations of this very powerful form of CC, which means that if they spawn like 80 enemies in one map, like 50 to 80 enemies, then you can potentially CC a greater majority of them the entire time. But like, you still have to choose where you're using it. And also, sometimes the boss requires you to use it because otherwise they'll retaliate and kill you immediately. So, Gambits are cool. I like Gambits. The resource system that has scarcity and some kind of economy and engage is the Emblems. There's that. The future Fire Emblem game had all weapons work like magic in 3 houses, and everyone has a weak, unlimited use weapon based on class. I'd be about it. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be sort of cool. And then you just like choose where you want to use what spells and stuff. Yeah, and the other thing too is that like the encounter designer needs to think about all of the like different like things generally that people will be using. So you can load up on silver weapons, but that means you can't fight too many enemies per map. Yeah, so it's like if your silver weapons had like 2 uses, it's like, okay, well, I can only kill a total of like 4 things if I brought 2 silver weapons. And then you, again, like, if that is the principle, or if that's how we want to like make the gameplay, then we have to figure out the numbers later, right? It's like, well, how many enemies are we going to put on each map? And then, you know, go from there. Alright, I love wasting time. Sweet, let's do it. I have not used a single activity point. Incredible. Let's go talk to Sedeth. Please teach me how to ride bad dragons.
Hey.
Where is he? He's in his room. Eat food? No. Yeah, we'll probably eat food.
If Ray up the people sooner.
And then I don't think we do anything else. I mean, people... I think people would probably be doing tea parties and stuff by this point in the game just for fun, but we are not doing that. This game was made for you, lecture giver.
Delicious.
That?
Yeah, clearly. Clearly I am a teacher. It is very funny to me when I think back on the fact that I have like 3 years of teaching experience.
This is
It was very weird to me. Because I'm like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I... don't feel like I have that. It doesn't feel like I have 3 years of teaching experience. We should do that. Let us go check the greenhouse. I should actually really check the greenhouse because I have no ingredients. Please. Please. Okay, this time we are going to plant 5 things. Oops. Need fruits. Because I think I don't have anything to make sweet things for... I have no gold! Guys, I don't have any gold! I have 868 gold! No. This is very sad. You're broke! Thank you, game. Okay, peach sorbet. We can actually feed sweet things to the people who like sweet things. Point and laugh. Haha. streamer broke. Look at how broke they are. Haha. Loser. That's like literally all I was doing on New Year's Eve, by the way. I did the fucking, like... I'm pretty sure it's a Fortnite dance. Where you, like, put an L on your forehead and then you just start, like, hopping around. A Fortnite dance, right? I don't know. My friend seemed to think it was funny. The two things that... The two memes of that night were that... Putting the L on your forehead, and then the other one was the GG playing buckshot roulette. Wow. Which I do not have the confidence to say on stream. Do it now!
Professor.
Ban yourself now! Do it now! I would just use root vegetable seeds for more food. Oh, is that like enough? I don't know. I don't know what's actually in the seeds. Does it look like I'm paying attention to what I actually get from the seeds? I don't fucking know. That's some macro level stuff that I don't want to keep track of. I don't want to keep track of it. Oh, man.
Maybe.
Could always just try to farm Killer Knuckles down in Abyss on the Loop Farm. What does that mean? Loop Farm. No, the reason we don't have gold, just for the record, is that we did not do 2 of the yellow, the yellow battles.
Professor.
We didn't do any battles. We had 3 battles and we did 1 of them. The reason we only did 1 battle was, I don't know, because we can. Wait a second, do I have renown? I haven't checked the renown building in like 7 billion years. I'm just curious. I mean, I can check if I have renown, can't I? Does it doesn't show it anywhere. Root vegetable seeds and green seeds together give defensive stat boosters. Oh. That's cool. What about the magic stat boosters so that my Lysithea can have 99 99 magic? I would like to actually trivialize the entire game, please.
Need something?
Max plus
This
2?
one?
Sure.
You're all
Authority
set.
plus
This
2?
one?
Sure.
You're all set.
Faith plus 2?
This one?
Sure.
You're up. See you
Alright,
again
get me out of
soon.
here. Let's actually advance the story. Oh my god, and all of it is voice acted, thank god.
This is the Great Bridge of Murden, one of the bridges that cuts across the Aramid River.
Remember
between
when we were
Empire
here
and
last time,
Alliance.
and then Felix was like, stop being crazy?
Its defenses
Dimitri,
have been
simply stop being
fortified since
crazy.
Last I was here. It seems the enemy is sufficiently prepared.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, that is most sound. I do not distrust Claude, but there is no guarantee that the other Alliance lords will not move against us. Onward, with caution.
After we cross the Great Bridge, the greatest plains in Fodlan will be before us. You do remember, do you not? I speak of Gronder Field, where we fought the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Should we be burning the signal of
Juju is
uprising?
not dead in this timeline, that is
There's no need
correct.
for that, Petra.
Not yet, at least.
Smoke or no smoke, they'll get the idea. Losing the bridge should be a pretty big clue.
Oh no, I can't believe we're actually going to invade. If Edelgard gets angry, oh, I get nervous just picturing it. Stop that imagination.
I can't believe you didn't get my I am a teacher Super Mario sweater reference. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no idea what that is. What is that? Which is why I did not read it. Super Mario, what the fuck is this? What is this? What? I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a game? What the? Oh, wait. Huh? There's a game called I Am a Teacher Super Mario Sweater, which is just a tutorial on how to knit sweaters with Mario patterns. That's great. I love that. Is a knitting pattern designing software released for the Family Computer Disk System on August 27th, 1986. Oh man. It's a game in the same way Mario Paint is a game, of course.
And if she destroys the monastery with her army, we're all gonna die!
The hour of questioning has long since passed. I assure you, whatever happens, this will not end as it did 5 years ago. Back then, the Empire was able to focus its entire army on Garreg Mach. Now, their front lines are stretched thin along their borders with both the Kingdom and the Alliance. Their allies have grown in number, but so have their enemies. They should not have too many soldiers they can readily send our way. Now then, let us set forth. This shall be the first step in ending the chaos that has engulfed this realm.
This realm? Sedith, can you go to different realms? Are you telling me that you're a realm walker? A little bit? Sedith is replaceable? That's not very nice. It was Petra. 11%. Jeez. Riding A, Lance C. Oh my god. It's gonna be forever from now. Speak to me in your gentle voice. A gentle, reedy voice. Reedy. What determines reedy? What is a reedy voice? He doesn't even show up if you kill Flame, so...
Sights set on Enbar, the resistance army avoids
yeah, I
the
mean,
Atma Mountains, choosing instead to move south.
I was curious, because we asked this before, like, who shows up if you kill Flame?
To make it safely through the territory of House
Like, who is the
Crossing,
guidance
supporters
NPC
of the
when you
Empire.
kill
The
Flame?
army seeks help from the head of House Regan, Claude.
Sedith
vows
really
to
just
draw
gets
away
wasted in this
House
game.
Gloucester's troops, so that the resistance army
Yeah,
can advance
it's
to the
definitely
Arid
kind of
River,
sad
a dividing
how
line
not good he
between
is.
the
No
Alliance
one?
and the Empire.
So then who tells you where to go? Like, who do you talk to? Do you just make decisions and talk to nobody? Like... like, what do you do? How does the story advance? Yeah, does it just get fed to you via divine revelation? Exactly. Like, what? Just the same village guy? There's just a village guy who talks to you? Really? That's hilarious. That's so funny. That's, like, extremely funny to me. Yeah, it would not be Byleth's first time. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, we are on the Great Bridge of Myrden. Here it is. I was gonna say, are we just gonna talk to, what's her face? What is her name? Why can't I remember? Sothis. Sothis. We only have 9 units on this map. Huh. So Catherine cannot participate. Okay, so Lysithea is going to kill everybody, which means that we need to actually give Lysithea an adjutant. Who else is going to be killing stuff? Probably Ferdinand. Or I should say, doing combat. We aren't actually using Sylvain. Alright, looks good to me. Can we... wait.
Well,
I'm curious. How are our battalions? They're dying? Oh, that's the total cost. We can actually replenish all of them. Oh, thank God. We have no gold. Hey, did you know we have no gold? Really just don't care about Sedith and Flane after their paralogue? Well, you don't like green-haired people? Silver Snow after... It's not Crimson Lotus, right? It's Crimson... What is it called? It's not Lotus. There's no way. They did not call it that. Violet just wakes up and goes to the school with no one to talk to in the school. That's funny. Crimson Flower. There we go. Yes. Not them, but Rhea. Yes, I care about Rhea. Sure.
That symbol. It's an enemy raid. Stay calm and face them head on. Send a messenger to Acheron immediately. If we're quick, we might be able to pull off a pincer attack.
That is Ladislava. She has of late made quite a name for herself as a general. Be on your guard.
Oh. Okay.
More fighting.
Ready for anything.
I do this for all of us.
Not attack from here. I need those boots from her paralogue with Catherine and Ash. I mean, sure, if you just want the stat items. I was thinking more like as characters. You care about them as characters.
I'm awake.
Hey there, Caffeine. How's it
I
going?
will prevail.
How are you doing today?
Let's make this quick. My orders? Sunshine.
This Ladislava lady has never been around lava. I think she's a liar. Yeah, the name is a lie. Do you think Ferdinand has ever been to Ferdy? Going good, just blew up someone in Baldur's Gate 3 to get an easy achievement. Nice. Congratulations. I love playing video games and then just being like... Did you know that I have Fireball? And then they're like, no, I didn't know he had Fireball. Oh! And then they just blow up. It's great. Sometimes you just have to enjoy the simple things, you know? Wait, I forgot Lysithea can attack. We probably want to use Lysithea to attack. Something. That does no damage.
We will control.
Enemies approach. We may need to hurry.
Not the ballista. Oh my god. No! Now I actually have to deal with that.
Thanks.
That was a double. I'm very smart. Shush.
I do this for all.
You're thinking words in your head. You don't have to say them, right? You can just not say them. You can leave them in your head. You don't need to say them out loud or type them in my chat.
Let's make this
You can just leave them there and not use them. It is totally fine to just not use the words in your head. Oh, that's really funny, Virgil. I don't know. I don't care about Ladislava. It's just like a generico whoever the fuck. Like I don't care. Just like what, a wyvern knight? Who cares?
What's my strategy?
I guess maybe this is just how I normally am with games, but like I feel like the characters that are introduced like really, really late in the game, I just like don't give a fuck.
Sunshine.
It's like I just don't. It doesn't matter.
More fighting.
Flesh. Is it flesh? I don't remember how to pronounce your name. I'm just gonna say flesh. Nah, that's weird. Flesh?
My
Flesh?
orders?
What about Basilio? That's literally my point!
For anything.
That's literally my point. Is that I don't inherently like Basilio because he joins way too fucking late. Okay, well.
Acheron.
I've got to. That is Acheron.
It's like I don't want to deal with.
Just my.
Oh my god. Having to care about this unit that joins like 7 years into the story. We used Basilio in the final fight because he's literally around for longer than Yufa, but he's not in the party for longer. We have to go through another story arc. I guess like it's better because like he's around, right? But the thing is, Sedeth is around for the entire game, and I don't care about him joining in the second half. You know what I mean? I think what it is that like I like having a game plan, right? And then once I feel like I figured out my game plan, right? I don't want to like I guess it's that I don't want to have to change it, but it's like I don't want to have to figure out what this new piece does in the strategy when I feel like I already had something going.
Ready for anything.
Yeah, uses Heismate but not Basilio. Coincidence? Yeah, clearly I just hate the platypus. Oh, did the people not spawn in? Oh, really? There's just a trigger, like, right here that spawns the ambush? That's so funny.
Let's make this quick.
Is this why you didn't care about Yuritsa? Yes. Like, I don't know.
Sunshine.
Why do people like characters that join, like, 7 billion years later and are, like, the level of the thing that you already have? It's like, I put effort into leveling my guys and having them be part of my squad.
More fighting.
Right? Like, I put a lot of effort into them, and I care about them. Like, why do I want to include this other guy?
I'm awake.
Like, does that make sense? At all? Does this make sense to anybody? You would hate Radiant Dawn, dear lord.
I will prevail.
I just, like, already have, like, I don't know. It's like late game in an MMO when they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna give you like a level like 7 billion ass fucker. And I'm like, what do you mean? Why'd you give this to me? I already had my other characters that I was working on. It's like, nah, here's one for free. It's like I didn't
Greatness.
like don't care. Oh man. Makes sense to me if they're not cute.
My orders?
Ah, you know what? That's totally fair. You want to know what character that joins like halfway through the game that I was willing to smash and said that I would smash for the entire rest of the game? Risotto. Man's literally joins in like chapter 7 billion. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Ah shit. Okay, let's try. So you know what? You caught me with that one. You caught me with that one. If it's literally risotto, or literally risotto, I would do anything.
That is Acheron.
Catherine is right there! Oh, fuck. Oh, no, Lysithea. This isn't gonna work, is it? Okay, where did Lysithea attack? She just attacked that person. Oh my god, it was at the start of the turn? Fucking god damn it. Yeah, it's like Vale and Mavier are like very much at the end. And it's like, I used Vale because she is cute. But the thing is, it's like, I didn't really care much for like her as a character or something like that, you know? Or maybe, yeah, maybe it matters depending on like how much context they've been given before they join. It's like some balance of that, and also like, is the unit actually good? Like, I don't want to use Sedef because he's not even a good unit. And then I don't want to think of like, how do I unfuck this situation? You know what I mean?
Ready for anything.
So I think it is a mix of a couple things. It's like, how difficult is it to change what they are doing, right? Because what I really don't like is when I'm given a unit that I can actually do nothing with. Like, the thing that pissed me off about using Vale was that, like, there was basically nothing to do. It's like, oh yeah, she's just this class. I'm like, cool, what does that do? Like, I don't know. She was literally a staff bot in my playthrough, I think. Right?
All this power. You're relentless.
Because it's too difficult to figure out at that point in time, like, what do I do with this character? It's like really late in the game. Right? So I can certainly care about the aesthetics of the character. Right? And then I think it helps if they're introduced earlier, so that I can care about them earlier in the game as like, oh, maybe that's a playable character. Because I did think of when Risotto was first on screen, like when you fight him at the bridge, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I want that character. And then everybody looked at me like with like eyeballs because they already knew that like Risotto was going to join later, and then no one spoiled it for me. And I really appreciated that, because when Risotto joined, I was like, let's go. Right, so maybe there's something like that, I don't know. So like the people who enjoy getting a character later are like, oh yeah, I'm excited about this character because, oh, my fucking Bernadette is gonna die because I forgot that Leone needed to cast Impenetrable Wall. Well, this is upsetting. If I did this, what if I just like blockaded this thing?
What's my strategy?
If I sat here, do I die? Kinda looks like I die if I stand here because there's an archer. But if I stand here, I get attacked by two things and I still die. Sweet.
That is Acheron.
Here's a question. Would you have cared about Luis if he joined the party late? Hypothetically, if Metaphor's plot went that way. Yeah, because I was thinking like, oh, Luis might join. Right. Oh, I guess it's kind of like the Prince archetype too. Right? It's like you get the Prince archetype really late, and then I'm like, ah, man, like, I don't want to have to use this thing. Like, I don't want to have to figure this thing out and actually use it. You know what I mean? How the fuck am I going to do this?
Let's make this quick.
So I think it'd be the same with Luis, right? Like, if he just has a very predetermined path and already has abilities that, like, do whatever they're going to do, then, like, I won't care about him as much. Like, part of that matters to me. But I think he's introduced early enough that, like, you can kind of be interested in him as a character. But also, like, how strong is the character? Like, if the character is just inherently strong, then, like, I'd probably be interested in using it. Simply because it is a strong character. Right?
I do this for all.
Which is sort of where Vale was. Like, she has high magic attack. But then I made her a staff bot, so, like, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess what I'm saying is that there is, like, a higher threshold of me needing to care about the character when they join later. Because I will already be doing things, and then it's like, okay, well, like, maybe I'll care about them. I don't know. I didn't feel super particular about using the Beastman and Unicorn Overlord. Hey, Dash, welcome.
Sunshine.
Like, I know there was the wolf, but, like, the actual class themselves, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I know how I feel about this.
My orders?
Let me see if I don't trigger the ambush if I do this.
Thank you.
Oh, now it's possible that Constance is gonna die. I don't know. Here it is. Wait, what the f is this? Gets 2 personal weapons? Wait, who gets 2 personal? I missed the context on this. This was for... Was this for Vale? Oh, yeah, because Vale gets a knife and a tome, right? She Falcon punches a dragon for 1/3 of its health, and that's not good enough for you, Atlas? Wait, I'm confused. I missed the context for that one. Darn. See, I hate when, like, chat is actually engaged. I hate it. Stop talking. That's stupid. But it's like, I want to read all the stuff that everyone is saying, and then I feel bad when I miss it, because you took the time to write the thing. Unfortunately, that is what happens, though. But yeah, for... Vale does get special weapons, which is, like, kind of cool. But I guess that's part of the problem, though, is that, like, I don't care too much about having a special weapon, or, like, having a cool stat or something, unless it gives me something interesting to do. Right? So if you gave me a Dragon Shifter, right? If you gave me a Dragon Shifter, like, 60% of the way through a game, I would probably use it. Because that's, like, a cool thing to engage with, and it's very clear what I'm going to use it for. Right? So it can only do one thing, but it's, like, really unique what it does. Right? Whereas Yuritsa is just, like, a Cavalier guy. Right? Like, I already have Cavaliers. I don't give a shit about having Yuritsa. Right? He doesn't do anything special. Like, oh man, he has Darting Blow. Like, great. I don't care. I don't care he has Darting Blow. I do agree that late recruits suffer in highly customizable games like Metaphor, or to a lesser extent at Fire Emblem, specifically Three Houses. Persona, they're much less egregious because everyone but MC only has one path of abilities they go down, so the new recruit isn't missing anything. Yeah, I guess it also depends on the game. Because, like, as you say, in Persona, if they're just going to be doing the one thing anyways, like, it doesn't really matter. And then, that's the other thing, right, is that the ability needs to be interesting or different enough that I care about it, because if I don't care about it, it's just kind of like, well, if it's just, like, another fancy way to deal damage, then, like, it doesn't really matter to me. Right? Whereas if you give me a dancer or like a dragon shifter, like 60% of the way through a game, it's like that really changes how you do things, right? We are Fire Emblem engaged. I can't believe it. Stop being interested in talking about the content. How dare you? How dare you actually say words?
Impressive as always.
Lyria only finally gets 2 ranged swords at the end of the game. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. I don't have issues with that. He also has distance counter, but yeah, he kind of just killed everyone. Oh, I guess counterattack is something that is pretty unique. Counterattack is actually pretty unique. So maybe I didn't think about it long enough. I know it's random. It's just random, right? Like you think of, okay, how much effort do I need to go through to actually like include or incorporate this new thing? And then if the effort calculation is too high, then it's like, well, I don't want to deal with this. I don't care. I don't deal with this shit. Oh, right. I could probably just kill the guy, right? I just wasted like 5 attacks.
As they say, if you can't beat them, join them. I'm not in for a beating, am I?
There's some kind of joke about beating here, and I'm not gonna... What kind of beating is Acheron doing? Just wondering. Asking for a friend. The effort is not even high. Again, people don't consider the effort required to... Oh my god, it didn't actually retreat his units. The effort to think of, theory craft, and incorporate into your party is not 0. It is not 0. Okay? I don't want to have to fucking think about it. I already have Lysithea blowing up every single thing that turns a corner with Hunter's Volley. I don't have to think about anything else. This kind of sucks. It's not very good at all.
I may not survive.
This sucks. Let's go back the turn before and not trigger the ambush yet. We're just gonna sit here and wait. And we'll push back a little against Prince gets unlocked so late. Oh shit. I guess I do actually need to capture the fortress, huh? Otherwise they just send a horseman at me and I fucking die. I'm running out of divine pulses. Really hope we don't have to redo this map. Even though we probably will. We probably will need to redo this map. Okay, there's one.
Let's make
I did this. How am I gonna capture this fortress without triggering the ambush? Guess what I could do is I could just back everybody up and then send Ferdinand to go die. So Ferdinand can trigger the ambush. And everyone else is gonna back the fuck up. So we can actually deal with the ambush.
What's my strategy?
Sorry, okay. Prince gets unlocked so late, I don't want to mess with it. Because I'm 99% sure that you unlock Dragoon even later, and you sure were determined to use it. Like, after Prince. Yeah, it's the difference between... I guess this is one of the key differences, is that there's... I have thought of something, I want to do it, and here is this very strong thing that I am giving you. Right? It's like, I already was brewing or thinking of different things. Or like, it was latently available. Right? There was something that was latently available and then became salient to me because I thought of something to do with it. Right? That's the difference to me. Is that like, I thought of and found the usefulness in something that I discovered later. And then there's like, here's Prince, it's really good. Right? So it's like, I want to have things available to me that I can think about and find a usefulness in. Right? But if it comes too late, then I've already spent all my time, like, thinking about other things. That I don't have, like, the energy to want to think about where this thing fits into everything else. You know what I mean? It's like a balance, right? It's like, that's it. It's just a balance between, like, have I already thought of what I'm doing? Do I already, like, I can't undo the 99 levels of magic that I put into my thing, which maybe Prince wasn't useful because I was a magic caster. Or, like, I wrote it off immediately because I was a magic caster. But part of me thinks that it's not necessarily that I was a magic caster why I stopped using Prince. It's that, like, I didn't want to have to figure it out. Or I'm sure that if I was given Prince at some point in time, and then I could see how it was applicable to me, then I'd be more excited to use it. Right? So, like, any character that is given to you late, right? Any character that is given to you later than the first little bit of the game runs the risk of, like, I don't know what to do with this thing. I don't have to figure it out. So that's like... Yuritsa is like, oh, this thing was introduced late. I don't have to figure this shit out. I already have a double-striking, like, magic bowman that's gonna kill everything. I don't give a shit.
That woke me up.
Love how Nell can join at the real start of Engage. Yeah, but the thing about Nell is that she came out in the DLC that happened significantly later. So the problem with Nell is that because it was added later, it runs into the same problem of, like, I don't have to figure this shit out.
All this
It just runs into the I don't have to figure this shit out camp. Because it comes in significantly later.
As they say.
Also, the aesthetic of Prince versus Dragoon, we know Flar is a sucker for aesthetics.
so
Yes.
desirable.
You can replace the word aesthetic with thick thighs, and you are correct. Prince learns... I'm assuming that's All Might magic. Or All Right magic, like the fire one. They learn fire magic. I don't think I can kill this last guy. Can I, like, warp myself there and kill them? Because this just doesn't work, right? Wait, do I not have a gambit? Do I? I don't have a battalion equipped. Nice. Super prepared for this fight. So it's 53. It's just gonna work. Nice. If I can make Tycoon go burr, why should I do anything else? Yeah, exactly. I just don't see how Dragoon doesn't fit into that same category. Of, like, being given Dragoon later. I guess it's like, as I was saying, it's like a balance. Right? So at the point in the game where I unlocked Dragoon, I had enough mental energy to think of how Dragoon was applicable to what I wanted to do. Like, it's just random. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'll have enough cognitive energy to figure something out, and sometimes I won't.
Next one's mine.
But the thing is, after I figured out how Dragoon works, it's like, well, now I really don't want to use Prince.
You're relentless.
Also, like, I think when we use, like, 7 billion XP and Magla to make Dragoon work, like, I personally felt like it was a mistake. Which it ended up being a mistake because, like, our late game party was just spam DP. It wasn't even spam DP after that. We went back to Monkey. We returned to Monkey because we ended up going back to General. We went back to the original plan. You know the final map is going to be 12 slots, right? Yeah, that's correct. Which is why I have Setef equipped to Ferdinand, and I have Catherine equipped to Lysithea. Okay, someone needs to take out that thing way at the back.
Defeat the purpose.
Beep. Do not care, Nell attractive, nothing else matters. I do think Nell is very attractive. I do think Nell is extremely attractive. Flar doesn't like being told what to do. The game said use this archetype and Flar said no. Yeah, basically. Well, again, because the reason why I personally don't like it when games are like, this is what you should do, right? And this is part of maybe like just how I interact with the curtain that is like game design, right? Even though I know that most of these things are accounted for, so like there's like this doesn't really hold up. If you really think about it, this doesn't hold up because theoretically the designers should have thought of everything. In theory, that's not actually true though. Right? Is that like, I know for a fact that when they gave you the Prince archetype, they just gave it fucking everything. Right? They were just like, yeah, give it fucking like almighty magic. Like give it like almighty physical slashes and like synthesis skill with fucking everything and just make it work. And by the way, give it extra turns too. Who gives a fuck? Just give it fucking everything, dude. And I'm like, great. I don't feel good when I'm using the class that was clearly designed to fuck the entire game. Like it just doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? It, like I don't feel cool for doing that. Right? So like when you get a character like very late in the game, like when the bad guy joins the main party very late in the game, A, I don't have to figure it out, and B, it's like, well, this character's probably tuned to shit.
Very helpful.
It learns light magic. I meant alright as indecent. Yeah, sorry, I meant to say almighty, like, physical attacks. And I swear it got a fire spell or something. Like, it got a fire attack. Either as one of its synthesis skills or something. I don't know. But yeah, the point is that it's like, I know for a fact that they just like gave that class everything. So it's like I don't want to use it. Especially when it's a surprise. For all the reasons that I said before. That it's like, hey, I was already doing something, and this thing is not the thing that I was already doing, so I don't have to think about it. But when I get something like Dragoon, that fits congruently with the stuff that I was already thinking. So it's easy to figure out how it slots in. But stuff that's kind of random, like Yuritsa, like where they're sort of generic, but they have like maybe one thing, like it's harder to figure out what I want to do with that character. Also because they're probably overstated, and also I don't know how to change them because it's so late in the game. So it's like a mix of like not wanting to figure it out, how much do I actually care about like the character itself. There's a slight dislike of it because it feels like it's going to be overtuned.
Ready for anything.
So it's like, it's just a combination and balance of all of those things that randomly get shit out as like, do I use this character or not? However, if you just slap Rosato's face on it, I'll probably use it. Probably. I don't know, I think on a random other rainy day, I would find Rosato very obnoxious and not use him.
Oh.
Because like, Rosato's base personality is like, I'm cute, and it's like, great, I don't... It was more of a natural thing, where it's like, well, this character is cute, so I'm gonna use him. And then they started saying some based shit about art, and I was like, cool. Awesome. This character's the GOAT. This was part of the question I did you on that stream. If you had the idea to add a late game character, what would it be or how would it be? Oh, well, you asked how to, like, make characters the same level, where I don't think that's the problem, right? Like, I don't think what level the character is or how to catch them up in XP, like, that's just a numbers thing. I'm not concerned about that. Right? So, and then if you're asking, so this is all personal opinion, right? Like, this is just, like, how I interface with games. If you like characters that are added later in the game, like, I don't care, man. Like, you can, like, live your best life. This is literally just my opinion and how I interface with games. But yeah, it's like, I think the things that will be valuable to a player is if there's, like, story salience, right? So if Luis joined later in the game, I think there's a lot of people who would have cared about that, right? Because they like Luis. And then if Luis developed into something like no, I understand actually why, like, all these people are scared. I didn't realize how much I was negatively impacting all of these people by trying to make change, right? And then the anxiety, like, destruction god comes down from the sky, and he's like, I've made a grave mistake, please help me fix this. Right? Then you're like, cool. Like, I feel good about adding Luis to my party at that point. So if there's story salience, Luis has been around for a while. If the class does something unique that you care about, right? So Prince did something unique that I did not care about. Like, his kit was not interesting to me because I was a magic attacker and I didn't care for the magic skills that it had access to. So it's like a mixture of all those things. And then, like, the other reality is that there will simply be people who don't use the thing. Right? Like, if your goal is if you ever tell yourself that the goal is, we want the player to do exactly this, it's not going to happen. Like, there is a certain percentage of players who simply will not do the thing. Which is fine. Right? I think the people who try to, for 100% sure, get you to do something, right, will run into problems because people don't like being told what to do. And I think I am more of, like, I guess you could say an embodiment of that, right? Like, I really don't like getting told what to do by games. But, I think people very, like, a lot more subtly do not like getting told what to do. Or maybe there's, like, a player profile of people who are simply defiant. Because, like, let's say, an example that I think of, right, is that it's like, okay, so you were using sniper weapons up until this point. But in this new mission, and for the rest of the game, all enemies are immune to sniper weapons. You literally can't use them. So there's a couple of problems here. One of them is, like, loss aversion. Right, so if someone is doing one particular thing, and then they have to change it, or they're forced to change it, there's loss aversion. People do not want to lose the thing that they were attached to. Right? And then the other problem there is that it's like, well, now the only way to win the game is to not use sniper weapons. So there's, like, no agency. And players value agency, if you believe that self-determination theory is a real thing. Ah, yes, the femboy charm. Yes, exactly. Rosado is very cute. Ah. Luis is just evil for evil's sake. Do not mess with that. That's not necessarily true. Luis believed in a world where his qualifier was the ultimate judge, and he felt like the way to fix the world was to judge everybody on the same axis, which was power. And he truly believed genuinely that would make a better world. Which is kind of sad. It's really too bad. I would do a late game character that's basically let's go gambling and one-shot a boss or lose a teammate space for the rest of the fight. That is... I don't know. Insta-kills are usually, like, not good, right? I love being told what to do, but in very strict ways, not in video games. I mean, listen, that is fair. This is where you say something like, bark for me. And it's like, what the heck? What the... My friend got like a double deal where it's a full body model plus rigging. I feel like she rushed it a bit, but apparently she already got some feedback and she's happy. So it counts, right? I mean, that's good. If you can find someone who can do rigging and the art, then that's good. Big congrats to your friend. Huge W. Oh, I forgot monsters have multiple HP bars. What am I doing? Woof! Hey, thank you. I appreciate you going along with the bit. Because it's a bit, right? This is a bit. It's just a bit. Crit. I love it when a game gives me few options to beat it. Honestly, one of my main problems with Tactical Breach Wizards is that you can choose what abilities to upgrade. Yeah, it's a sliding scale, right? And like the sweet spot on like how much options people want or how little options people want, right? It just depends. Ah, that consumed 4 durability. Shit. Oh, Dorothea, why are you so useless? Why? Why, oh why are you so useless?
Apologies.
Crazy how attacking 4 times uses 4 durability. I thought each set of double attacks on gauntlets, actually genuinely up until this point, were only 1. Because its default attack is 2, so I thought it was just 1. What are you telling me that the left and right fist affects the durability of both the left and the right fist? Hey, did you know that Beast has Vantage? Did you know that? Because I didn't. How much range does it have?
Let's make this quick.
Range 1 to 2. Oh no, Felix is not Felix. Ferdinand's weapon is broken, and he still dodges like a god. But yeah, so something like a true puzzle game could be interesting for people who want to engage with that. But I feel like when games are very like one solution, you have less agency as a player. So there's concerns about that. But when you're playing a puzzle game, you're kind of like, you've signed yourself up for that, so it's not as big of a problem. She wanted it ready before the new Monon comes out. Isn't that in like 2 months? I guess some riggers are notorious for like taking a really long time to get their shit done. Guard!
Even if it...
The fuck is this?
Sunshine. That helps.
It's in 1 month. No, like, new Monhan comes out February, like, 28th, right? Or does it release on console earlier?
Lady Edelgard.
Because I literally just checked this, like, yesterday. You actually did something with Dorothea? Wait, what do you mean by that? Dorothea does, in fact, exist. Wait, we have to route? Are you kidding me?
I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have
Oh,
arrived to join
man.
the battle in my father's stead.
You know what wasn't on Metaphor that was in old SMT games? Instant dead attacks and perpetual stun attacks. Those were something else. Oh no. I just remembered February. Yeah, it's on the 28th. So it's effectively 60 days. It's a lot of time to get a project done. Hey, well.
Ready for anything.
What's my strategy?
I'm excited to be playing the new Monster
I
Hunter.
will prevail. More fighting.
Which also kind of means we need to be done with some series by the time Monster Hunter comes out. Unless I don't stream Monster Hunter, I don't know. Is that crazy? Would that be crazy? I don't know. I feel like Monhan content is not maybe the most interesting. To be fair, that's what I said about Fire Emblem. It's not that Fire Emblem wasn't super interesting, and then here we are. Dorkathea? Yeah, she's a big dork. Big Dorcas. Crit! Thank you.
An encouraging display.
Trying to read the context. Yeah, so there's the dragon would repel everything. So that's like a mainstay that just happens on like every game. I thought it was interesting, to say the least. It also wasn't that difficult. It was literally just like... What do we even do? We didn't spam Almighty, right? Or did we? I don't remember if we actually managed to succeed with spamming Almighty or if we needed to change strategies. Because it felt like the strategy was not incredibly effective. You just need to figure out a plan. Yeah, and figuring out a plan is fun, right? Like we like seeing a problem and then figuring out a plan. My second Metaphor playthrough took like 35 hours. You could be done with it in time. Yeah, that's fair. And I think I also found a Regicide New Game Plus save file. If it was on Vortex. So, I mean, you know, hopefully it is what it is. It did say that it is New Game Plus, but who knows? I won't be able to tell if it's New Game Plus until we can or cannot fight the secret boss, so... Am I out of magic bows? Oh my god. It's over. It's fucking over. Like, wow, why didn't we have more magic? We did not. Because we had no gold. If it's New Game Plus, it'll have the star on the save screen. Oh, cool. Okay, so we will be able to tell. That's good. I did not crit on a 79. That is crazy. One-on will be interesting for people that have it because of co-op. I mean, like, I don't like co-oping in Monhun games. Because the fun part for me in Monster Hunter is getting to dodge the monster attacks. Which, you know, I can't do if it focuses other things. Which, to be fair, should mean that I don't want to bring a Palico. But the thing is, like, one Palico is enough to distract it enough of the time that I still get to dodge most of the attacks. Which it feels like when I'm fighting with 4 people, it's just like, it's never targeting me. It feels like 90% of the time it's never targeting me. But yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to be done with our metaphor run by the time. And everything will be fine. Because we get to skip all of the narrative stuff, right? And I don't have to read. So that'll probably also make it faster. To be fair, we're doing a pseudo-challenge run, right? I don't know how difficult, or how much more difficult Regicide is going to be. You know. But I wanted to try fighting bosses in bad weather and stuff like that, so... Like, I did actually genuinely want to do that. Illiterate streamer? Oh my god. I hate reading. It is the worst. Just let me sit there and react to Andy to things that I'm not paying attention to. Like that entire cutscene with Sedeth where I just like didn't pay attention. New Game Plus and Metaphor is awkward? What is awkward about it?
I yield. Though I will not beg for my life.
See ya.
You're inviting me to join you? But to abandon House Gloucester?
Wait, what?
No. I can convince my father. I will help you topple the Empire. I swear it.
So they just join automatically? Oh, maybe they don't join, but they story-wise they join. Makes sense to me. Oh shit, I'm gonna get attacked? Okay, I got it. Wait. No, I could just literally do... I could just do this. Ha!
Thank you.
Back to the fray.
Yeah, no, that's why I was confused, because I thought you had to defeat them with Byleth for them to have any dialogue to join you. But apparently you just... They join, in air quotes, because it's story relevant. Which is fair. I just didn't think they would do it. Oh, we have Resonant Lightning still. Wait, I could probably do that. Let's just pop a big AoE on it.
Not so fast.
No! Well, that sucks. Now what?
An encouraging display.
Fun to watch.
I got a new plush yesterday. That was a big bracket. Yes, I am plush focused, and yes, I still have less than half the bed for me. There's an egg-shaped Gengar. Nice. I honestly feel like I would buy more plushies if I could, but there's none, like, I don't know, maybe I just don't really care about them that much. Like, what, the problem is more of, like, what would I actually buy, right? That's sort of the issue I had for figures for a while, where I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I want to buy figures, but I just don't really know what I would buy. that I bought. I have bargain bin figures. You know what I mean? Like they're just some like pop-up parades. I need a Flowers Fat Ass plushie. Honestly, true. I also would like that. I would also greatly appreciate having my ass as a plushie. Oh my goodness, we can blunt gang them. That's literally not what I wanted to do. Very cool. Awesome. Love that. I'm sure there will be no problems.
So sorry.
Is Bernadette dead? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. This is not a great joke point for me. Lar needs an active Mimic plushie. That's actually a great way to do it. You get a plushie of a Mimic. Oh no, they're super dead. Okay. Gets a plushie of a Mimic. And then just put the bottom half there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. How do we actually play this turn? I guess we could just have Ferdinand sit here and do nothing, you know what I mean? We don't have to concern ourselves with all of these other problems.
I'm impressed.
I'll pick up a cool figure if I see one, but I don't go out of my way for them. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I feel.
My orders?
Is that NFL or NGL? Like, not gonna lie, Chief. I love a minimalist life due to not having to clean shit too often. Yeah. I can agree with that. If you have less things that you have, there's less things you have to take care of. Which is why I sold the hot glare. It all wraps back around. It all wraps back around to justifying my poor decisions. I mean, my correct decisions. My decisions that were very correct and right, and I did nothing wrong. And you need to stop judging me. So true. Breasty? Yo, thanks. Who was it that said that again? Fucking, we're breasties? Was that Gigi? I think that was Gigi. No, couldn't be. Yeah, I was trying to think of like where I heard it from. Sorry, not where the origin of this thing is from.
More fighting.
It might have been an Enna clip, actually. Yes. Yes. I actually think you're right. I think it may have been an Enna clip.
Sunshine.
Used to be a figure from something I watched or played, and then a character I like, and then a good design. That limits it so much. Yeah, I was like, what do I have that's not really a thing that I participate in? I mean, I have an Aru figure from Blue Archive. I do not play Blue Archive. Also, I don't feel particular about Aru. The thing that I feel particular about is that she is a girl failure. And we love girl failures.
I'm awake.
The reason is because they are very relatable. It's like, damn, I feel that way. If we're both failures, then it's fine. 60%. It's so over, dude. It's literally so over. I'm just gonna sit here and pray, I think.
grateful.
Oh. I want a new gunpla and have the money. I just hate buying things. So true! That's so true! I also hate buying things. It's like needing to have the money leave the bank account. Oh, this is our last one. We actually need to, like, be careful. I'm just gonna back up, like, a number of turns, like, before we even engage with this shit. Because it feels like the way we approached the situation was not good. Like, not opportune.
What's my strategy?
Maybe we deal with this shit first. We do actually need to kind of lock in a bit.
Sunshine. I needed that.
As long as one Milkia doesn't start again. Wait, what? I look slightly up and what I see is that implies there's such thing as a bad choke point. You're fucking done, dude.
I'm awake.
It's over for you. You've lost.
More fighting.
That's crazy.
My orders?
I guess I just sit here and do nothing. I mean, he has a point. That's crazy.
Let's make this quick.
You know what? Damn. Shit. So true, Breasty. I got that. Marcilli? I don't know if I know this character. Because the gay elf on the shelf. Sweet. Trying not to die. We must... What is your range? Oh my... Why are all these hit rates so bad? That actually did damage. Damn, 69 them. Damn. Alright, Ferdinand, you have one job. Don't die. Could I impregnate a wall for Ferdinand so that he doesn't die for sure? Yes. But if Ferdinand dies and throws this entire map, then I would simply scream. I think it was 1% to hit. Could you imagine if it was 1% to hit and it also crit for no reason? Be very funny. And then scream? What do you mean? He didn't throw the map. I don't think I can kill this thing. This is a problem. Do I just throw people in the way? Oh, nice crit. Did you know that the beast has Vantage? Because I didn't. Oh, is it doing an AoE attack? It is. Oh, it's so over. Maybe...
Back to the fray. Thank you.
There we go. Everything is now fine. Only after you've broken a few crystals. I think it's the first one. After you break the first crystal, it has advantage. Busted the Beast JO crystals? Yeah. Its sacred power is no more. They've been busted. I can't smash. No, I can't smash with my killer axe. It's 59. This is 44. This is also 44 on 33 or 32. 24. Just crit him. Nope.
I'm getting.
Critting is very difficult. Cannot retaliate. Okay. Now, how are we going to deal with the bottom guys? I find it very difficult to deal with these guys. Guess I could just on the bridge straight up vantaging it. And by it, well, let's just say my enemies. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
Thank you.
Let's try this again. Don't die. I freaked out for a second because the music changed, so I thought Ferdinand died. Doesn't quite work. Nice.
You're in. No.
What is your hit rate? 36? So if I just sit here, I throw a Hunter's Volley to do 2 damage. Nice. 9 damage. Nice.
Apologies.
I'm concerned. Concerned for him. Would this ever result in Leonie getting attacked? Instead, we are going to Tetris piece it like we did before.
Helpful.
Thank you.
What's the problem? How am I supposed to pronounce gesture? What is the correct pronunciation for this made-up word?
Your timing's spot on.
I can't think that any enemies are able to attack Leonie, but not for in that position. No, I messed up the... Oh, the punctuation. I see.
Appreciate it.
Reading is hard. Remember when you said illiterate streamer? Maybe you weren't too far off. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Because now I can't impregnable wall for Ferdinand. Whoopsie. Small mistake.
Fun to watch.
Come on, man. Please. Please delete. Delete the person. Please.
Good form.
Goddess.
Ah. Wait, I thought we would have had to do the rest of them. So I did not see what he said. He said goddess something. That was long as shit? Yes. Fire Emblem maps do sometimes take a fucking long time.
Capture the Great Bridge of Murden. To see the Imperial Army hold its ground until every last soldier fell. That is true dedication. It is clear that Edelgard is not some cruel
Wow,
emperor
fun to
who holds
watch.
his people in a vice-like grip.
In this situation,
There's something more driving our foes. From here on out, our journey will not be an easy one.
Excuse me, sir. Gilbert is here.
Gilbert? What was he doing all this time? We had better go and meet with him.
do we get Gilbert for some reason?
You've captured the Great Bridge of Murden. I'm impressed that you were able to break through their defenses.
Save your praise, Gilbert. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why are you here? Why now?
I am once again in the service of Dimitri. He was in hiding in Fraldaria's territory, where he was biding his time for a counteroffensive.
Oh. So Dimitri is not
Dimitri is
dead.
alive?
Oh, interesting.
Yes, he was to be executed in Ferdiad, but Dedue stepped forward to rescue him.
Dedue is dead on this timeline, you fucking dumbass! You absolute buffoon! You buffoon! Dedue is dead! Wait, no. He said he rescued him, but he didn't say he sacrificed himself. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm the buffoon. I'm actually the dumbass in this situation. I don't know why I assumed. I guess because, like, the wording was very similar. Sorry, executed in Ferdiad, and then Dedue in the same sentence, without any of the other context. Illiterate industry. Reading comprehension is very difficult, okay? Yeah, all my homies hate Gilbert.
I am here today by command of Dimitri himself. We realize that our enemies are the same.
I probably
But it
deserve
may
this
be
point.
advantageous
Thank
to
you.
join forces.
I see.
Ah.
I shall hear you out.
We are preparing to advance against the Empire. Will you join us as we march toward the Imperial capital? If that is too much to ask, then at least allow us to freely cross the Great Bridge of Murden.
I don't know. Does this actually matter? Does this matter? I mean, sure. Like, it seems fine.
Hold a moment. We have just finished a fierce battle, and our forces are few. To march straight for the main body of the Imperial Army and challenge them? It is too soon.
Ah, there
I'm
were
happy
more
to allow
chapters.
safe
I
passage over
understand.
the bridge,
Okay, got it.
But to lend our aid asks too much of us. Is that not so? If you would be willing to wait a few months, we might be able to offer something more.
I am afraid His Highness is not able to stop his advance.
Ah, so Dimitri is crazy on this
If that is
timeline.
the
Got
case,
it.
I am afraid we cannot join you. Please send our regards to Dimitri.
I understand. It's unfortunate that we were not able to secure the help of the Knights of Seros. Still, I'm grateful that we can cross the Great Bridge of Murden safely. Thank you for that. This will be a fight to the death. It is highly likely that we will meet our end. I wish you both the best of luck in the battles ahead.
And may the goddess protect you as well.
Okie dokie. Wowee.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Harpstring Moon. The Impregnable Fortress.
Oh, do we get to do this map on this one? It's interesting.
After seizing the
Yo, that
Great
guy
Bridge of
holding
Burn,
11 sword?
the Resistance Army starts making preparations to invade Imperial territory when a surprising piece of information comes to light.
What is the surprise? What is the surprising piece of information? I want to know. Tell me. Why would you keep it a secret? Is it to be surprising? A loading screen that is leaving us in such suspense. Oh, we have paralogs! We have more paralogs! Let's see what the new paralogs are.
Emergency! In Gronder Field!
We are in the middle of a military conference. Please, calm yourself and tell us what is the matter.
A military conference.
Yes,
literally
sir.
in, like, the
It
dining
seems
hall.
The Kingdom and Alliance armies clashed with Imperial forces on Gronder Field. Amid the chaos of 3 armies battling each other out there, the Imperial army was routed.
Oh, we don't
sustained
have to
3
do
wounds
this.
and retreated to Enbar.
Interesting.
Well, then, I suppose.
Sir, the Kingdom army was also decimated, and His Highness Dimitri has been counted among the dead.
Oh, shit.
The Alliance sustained heavy casualties as well, and the whereabouts of their leader, Claude, is currently unknown.
Huh. Story is over, we won. I find it interesting that Dimitri just dies. That's crazy. If we weren't there to save him, he just runs in and dies.
Unknown.
These are all factual statements. I'll go with this one.
It must have been a brutal fight. Our only solace is that Edelgard sustained severe injuries. This is all quite unexpected, but we must find a way to use this situation to our advantage.
Yeah,
Empire's
basically,
main
Sable.
force has suffered a mighty blow. Edelgard will most certainly avoid the front lines. Now is the time for us to infiltrate the Empire and aim for the capital.
But what will happen to the Lords of the Old Kingdom and Alliance territories?
They have lost many leaders and soldiers. I'm sure they must be hard at work rebuilding. We will foster cooperation by aiding them through the local churches. The remaining lords
And then
of
the
Kingdom
church
and
will
Alliance
rule
must
over
join together
everything.
to form one union.
And everything
You
will
should
be
be the one
under
to lead
Rhea's command.
What do you say?
Incredible. I mean, I suppose so.
Indeed, it is a question for another day. We must focus on our battle with the Empire. For now, what is our next course of action?
We should set out immediately.
We must choose a place within the Empire that will give us solid defenses for our front line. That will become the foothold for our invasion of the capital. There is one massive fortress that boasts the greatest defenses in the Empire, Fort Mercius. We will stand no chance if we attack by traditional means. We must gather everyone and devise a plan of attack.
It has been a lifetime, hasn't it, Professor?
Is that your fucking boy? What the?
Yes. I thought so too. I wanted to slice her throat, but I did not get the chance.
Why did they tell me? Why did they tell me he was dead when he didn't die? How dare they? What the fuck is this? I got baited twice.
Rodrigue, Gustav, Dudu. You sound just like Rodrigue. A reason.
Everyone gives such complicated advice, and I can never quite grasp it all. That is why, Professor, I came here to explain my decision.
What is your decision, Dimitri?
I have no resources to take back the kingdom capital, much less to defeat the Empire. And that is why...
Professor, you will catch a cold sleeping in a place like this.
Huh? Ah, he was hallucinating. Third death fake out.
Something the matter?
What the... What is happening?
I am the only one here. Were you dreaming?
What the... Stop hallucinating! Stop it!
But if someone did come here to see you, that person only wanted you to see their face. Perhaps they wanted you to guide them.
Well... Okay... What paralogs do we have? We have Retribution! Ferdinand. Have we done this one? I don't remember if we've done this one or not. Yeah, true, boy. True. It's like, Dimitri would probably just run in there and... fucking... I don't believe it was available in Crimson Flower. Did we do it in the Blue Lions route? You didn't have Ferdinand, so no. Okay, cool. This is gonna be a new one. I guess tomorrow we can talk to people and maybe do this. Well, it's a paralog. It might take a while. I don't know. Shrug. I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm EP. I won't go lie down. Oh man, I'm always surprised when I wake up on Saturdays that I am tired, and then I remember that I have like 2 hours of exercise on Fridays. Which is probably why I wake up the next day really fucking tired. Goodness. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Hey, if you're still here, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always, and friendly reminder that tomorrow we're just going to continue as scheduled, which is Fire Emblem, and then I might have something planned for Monday. I say might because I haven't done anything to work on it yet. It's like, do I want to really go through and do this? I'm pretty sure I do. I just need to like actually go set it up and do it. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your support. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.